Well, it feels like Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown are here to stay as a collective, as the Boston Celtics currently are in a dogfight with the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. But how did we get to this point where Tatum and Brown were able to put whatever differences that they had on the court to the side and figure it out for the betterment of the team? Tatum said, "I honestly believe we were just two young, extremely competitive guys that just really wanted to win at all costs. So I think obviously that made us closer in the sense of what we just wanted to figure out. Not necessarily prove people wrong, but just prove that we can win and put ourselves in a position to do that. And it was tough. Certain times we were 3 games under 500, an 11 seed, and I'm not sure many people thought that we would have gotten to this point, but there was always a sense of belief between us and the group that we were capable of figuring out. There was definitely some tough moments. I always remember the fun moments. My first year going to the conference finals, the bubble year going to the conference finals, when we were winning all the time. Beginning of this year, every game was like, I don't know if we were going to win. It was a lot tougher than it should be, and that's something I wasn't used to." Tatum said, "I'll be honest, for myself, there have been times where I question, am I the right person to lead this kind of group? Never doubted myself, but just moments after some of those losses in the tougher parts of the season." Jaylen Brown added, "I think we've been able to win in our careers before. Last year, obviously, things didn't work out for other reasons, but this year, I didn't feel like it was because of the way we played basketball. I just think they didn't come together at the right time. Early on in the season, I was injured. I missed about 15 games, The narrative isn't going to say that. They're just going to say that you guys lost. Doesn't matter what the excuse is. We got a first-year head coach. We were trying to figure it out. We play in a city that has no patience for any excuses, so we didn't make any. But as things started to come together, we got healthier. We made a couple of moves in the front office that were vital for us, and things started to fall in line. I think that's what, if you ask me, that's what I believe. But ask somebody else, they might say something different." That is from the desk of Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum as they now find themselves in the NBA Finals on the cusp of winning both of their first NBA championship together. And I do want to give not only Tatum and Brown credit for duking it out and never publicly dogging each other out when there were opportunities to do so, right? I want to shout out Marcus Smart for not being ashamed or afraid to say, yo, these dudes need to pass the ball more. We want to play basketball too. We want to shoot too. He did that early in the season. Also give Brad Stevens some credit for realizing, hey, man, maybe I need to take me and my stats to the front office and let somebody else do the job. And I want to give credit to Coach Ime Udoka. I think he's done a phenomenal job as a first-year head coach. Can you ask for any better than making it to the NBA Finals? Guy with credentials as a player and as an assistant coach for many years under Coach Pop. Now's getting his credentials as a head coach. I think there are a lot of pieces to the pot why the Boston Celtics are very successful. They had a lot of draft picks that they did not get right over the years because they had a lot of draft picks and obviously big-time trades in which they got rid of guys like Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. But over time, they had so many picks that you had to realize you were going to hit on something. And they've done that with some nice role players. They've been able to pick up a couple slept-on pieces around the league like Derek White and company. And all things considered, they find themselves in the NBA Finals. And, man, do they look good, not just this year, for years going forward. It looks like we have put to bed the rumors and the speculation of there ever being a breakup of Tatum and Brown, at least for the next few years.